Good morning, Martin Road. This is Mrs. Vicaretti. It is June 7th. It's Sunday and it's beautiful outside. So I hope that all of you are out there enjoying it today in this beautiful weekend. I am hopping on here for the last time to do my last lesson of 2019-2020 school year. I'm sad. I usually do these activities in person, and I really like to wish you well to your summer break in person. But unfortunately, the way that our country is going right now, this is kind of the best that we can do. But I do want to give you a shout out for doing a great job looking at these videos and doing all your schoolwork, and a definite shout out to your parents or guardians who has been helping you and encouraging you along the way. So on here, what I'm going to do is, because I can't do this in person and I can't hug you and say have a great summer, I'm on here. There's a sheet on here that's on my webpage that you guys can complete if you feel comfortable doing that. It's here on my webpage, which I'm going to show you how to access. I'm also going to share this link with your teachers, so if that's a way that you guys communicate and can see your schoolwork, they could share the link with you. I also will go ahead and share this on all of the team pages that I'm part of on Microsoft Teams, so you can also click the link there. So what you're looking at here is the Lackawanna homepage on the website, and I am going to show you how to get onto it through my webpage. And then again, you can always email me or your teachers for the link as well if this is something that's not user friendly for you. So here we go. So here's select a school. I'm going up to the left corner. I'm going to select it, and I'm going to go down, and I'm going to go to Martin Road Elementary. Then what you're going to do is you're going to see a page pop up with some familiar students and staff members' faces, and you're going to go to this great toolbar, and you're going to go over to the teachers, and then you're going to go down to the counselor, and you're going to click counselor. Right? And right here on the left-hand side where it says counselor, my name is underneath, Mrs. Vicaretti. And then my page is going to pop up. It should have a blue toolbar here saying Mrs. Vicaretti. I have a couple of links to the left, and you're going to go down to the third one where it says cool down in social emotional activities. You're going to click on that. And then what you're going to do, and once you get that page up, you're going to go all the way down. And the third one from the bottom, there is this crazy 8 symbol here, and it says end of the year reflection. And what you're going to do is you're going to click that to open it, and it should pop up. I did do this sheet on my iPad, on my phone, and now I'm on a computer, so it should be user friendly to all the technologies that you have at home. And if you don't have technology at home and somebody's telling you that this is a cool activity, you can always write the questions down on a piece of paper and snap a picture and share it with me through email or on Teams. That's cool too. Okay, so here we go. End of the year reflection. What you're going to do is your first thing is you're going to click it. It's always going to say your answer. That's where you're going to click it, and then you're going to be able to type right in it. It says first and last name, so I'll type in Mrs. Vicaretti. And then I'm going to scroll down, and the first one is memories. What are 2 best memories you have from this year? So take a minute and think about all the things that have gone on in this school year, the 2019-20 school year, and what was some of your favorite memories? What are things that you think about today and you're going to take it away and something that you are happy that you experienced and is a memory for you? And one of the memories for me, even though I haven't been part of Martin Road very long, but one of my favorite memories is coming to Martin Road and meeting all of you. Meeting the students and staff. And my second memory would be probably learning more about you guys through chat. It's kind of nice that I have that Microsoft Teams and I could chat with all of you. And there's a lot of kids that I met through this distance learning, and I'm really proud and happy to meet those ones that reached out. Okay, next one, laugh out loud. What is the funniest thing that had happened this year? And I am going to go with Mr. Hahn being taped to the wall. I've never seen that before, and it was pretty awesome and funny all at the same time. Area of improvement. In what area do you think you improved the most, and why? So thinking back of this school year, what is something that you think that is a skill you improved on? What did you get better at? And this does not have to be school related. It could be something maybe at home. Maybe you learned how to ride a bike. Maybe you got along better with your siblings. Maybe you are really better at reading or writing. Maybe meeting new friends. It could be anything. Something that you feel like you went in a little bit scared or weakened, and now you're coming out a little bit stronger. Okay? And I'm going to say my computer skills. There's one thing about this distance learning. I learned how to use my computer more than ever. Next one, favorite topic. What was your favorite thing to learn about this year, and why did you enjoy it? Okay, so think back in your classrooms. Maybe it was a weekend news thing that you did every Monday, or it was an activity you did every Friday. Was it the attendance jam band? Maybe it was a topic that you learned, maybe a field trip you learned, whatever it is, that something you learned. And I'm going to put all about you activity. I did that on the computer and distance learning, and I also did it in my classroom with some of the students that come and see me. I love learning about you guys, and that was really cool to read. One word. Pick one word to describe the school year. Explain why you chose that word. So think of the school year and think of one word that would kind of sum it all up. What's something that comes to mind? And I'm going to use the word unique. Unique is a fancy word to say it was different. And the reason why I'm saying unique and different is because this has been a really different year. I've been counseling for 13 years, and this is the first time I had to actually do it on a computer. So it's something different. It was a little scary at first, but it also has its benefits. So, and the reason why I picked unique is because we did distance learning. Okay, other words could be fun. It could be learning. It was different. You can use whatever word you want. Perseverance. Perseverance is a definition that means that you don't ever give up. You keep trying, keep pushing forward. Okay, describe something that was difficult at the start of the year but is easy now. So in the beginning, in September and October, maybe something that you were doing in class with your teachers that was a little bit challenging. Maybe it was new math skills or a reading skill. Maybe it was art. Anything that was coming off to be a little bit difficult, but maybe you ended this year and you're a little bit better at it. Or a lot better at it. So one of the things, again, something that's difficult at the beginning of the year, maybe it was reading skills or even meeting new friends. Sometimes you get really, really shy and nervous and scared to meet new teachers and friends, but now you met a couple new friends and you get along with your teachers, or maybe you guys have a strong relationship. Maybe you met your best friend. Okay, so I'm going to say meeting new people. It's always scary at first to go to a new place or new classes, but hopefully you come out with some positive things. Like, what did you like about your classroom? So what's something that when you go back from September to March and you're in the classroom, what's something that you really, really liked about going there and being part of that class? You can even talk about being a part of that class through this computer. Maybe you guys do Microsoft meetings, or you do fun little activities on email or YouTube, whatever it is that you feel that you really liked about being part of that classroom, part of that family. Right? I'm going to say Microsoft Chats. Because like I said before, there's a lot of students that reached out to me that I never got to meet, and if it wasn't for this distance learning and the Microsoft Chats, I probably would have never met them, and I'm super happy that I was able to get that experience. Changes. List 2 things your teachers could do to make next year even better, and explain your ideas. Okay, so what are some things that maybe you wish that you learned, or maybe you hope that you learned more skills in? And give some feedback, give some advice. You know, this is always something that can help the future students of your classroom. So what's something that you think that you would have liked to know going into the next year, and it would make it better? And I know this year is a little bit different. So 2 things, and I'm just going to give some ideas out here. 2 things maybe, maybe get a peek on what the next year would look like, as far as expectations, maybe. Maybe learn about who your teacher is. If you are moving to a locker, maybe learning a combination lock, etc. Okay? Anything that you think that you have advice for your teachers or for myself on things that you would like to see for upcoming to the next year. Advice. What advice would you give to a student entering the grade next year? Okay, so think if you are a 2nd grader, what advice would you give to a 1st grader? If you are a 5th grader, what advice would you give to a 4th grader? 3rd, give advice to a 2nd, and 4th, giving advice to 3rd. Okay, so what would you say to the kids that are going into your classroom next year? What kind of advice would you give them? Okay, what do you think helped you out? What is something that you learned that would help them out, be a really good student, and have a great year? And I'm going to write on here, take one day at a time. Okay? Ask questions. Take one day at a time. And lastly, are you ready? How prepared do you feel for next year? Right? Be honest. How prepared are you? If are you ready to move on to the next level? Do you feel confident the way that we ended the school year? Do you feel ready? And be honest. You know, be appropriate, but be honest. And I feel ready, or I I don't feel ready, and tell me why. Right? And then once you have this all completed, and now you're not going to be able to submit this if you don't put an answer in. So you're going to have to type something. And if you don't feel like sharing something in that category, just say no answer or NA. That way you could submit it. And then you're going to have this blue button, and then you're going to click submit. And then it's going to give you this little page here. It says submit answer request. Your request has been recorded. I am the only one that's going to see your answers. So everything will be protected, and I'm the only one that will see it. So please share with me your thoughts and your opinions, and I really would love to hear what you have to say. Again, if you want to, you can connect with me through chats. Just go right up to that chat on Teams and hit in Mrs. Vicaretti. We'd love to hear from you. And if you need help getting onto this link, you can reach out to me, or you can reach out to your teachers who I'll share this with. And again, you can go on to my homepage, which I showed you in the beginning of this video. I hope you have a great day and you enjoy this wonderful weather, and I will talk to you soon.